날이 좋은 어느 날 새 신을 신고 그대를 만나러 가겠어요. 혹여 비가 온다면 내가 그댈 위한 우산이 되어줄게요. We can spend the summer, the winter, and everything between, just like we are meant to be. Met you on the 3rd of December. Oh, how could I forget? Baby, I miss you even when you're next to me. 언젠간 나의 옷에 당신의 향기가 나는 날이 오게 되겠죠. 햇살 좋은 어느 날 나를 반겨줄 그대의 미소는 참 예뻐요. Won't leave your side even when you fall asleep. I will love you until the end of time. Even when we turn old and gray, I won't let you go till the end of time. We could spend the summer, the winter, and everything between, just like we are meant to be. Met you on the 3rd of December. Oh, how could I forget? Baby, I miss you even when you're next to me. We'll go to the park, laugh away the blues. People will stare, asking have they lost their minds. And when it gets dark, we'll play our favorite tune, heart and soul, dance under the moon. When my dreams get so hazy and skies become gray, you'll be the one to guide me home. For miles and miles, been sailing through the sea to find you here, standing next to me. So, my love, be my everything, heart of gold, stay here for a while. When your life gets so crazy, you lose your way, I'll be the one to guide you home.
Lie awake in the morning with a light upon her skin. Coffee cup before the day begins. Don't go, stay a while. We'll slow it all the way back down. Time is still and there's nowhere to be. Birds are talking outside, giving space for the words we hold inside to come out. So stay a while, we'll slow it all the way back down. Stay a little longer, it's only getting warmer. Slow it down 'cause time can't wait. Hold on to this moment, watch the sunlight pouring. Keep it like a picture frame. So stay a while and don't go, 'cause we got time. We'll slow it all the way